Hey everybody, this is David B69, and we are playing our first real episode where we're going to play a game. Quickly going over some things. This is our status of all of our coaches and assistants and CFOs and scouts. Nothing extremely great. Could I just fire some people? I could, but they're kind of like in the plus right now. And I don't really want to make a change. Right now, we need to keep our attendance at 95% or higher. That's kind of crazy. And the staff morale needs to be above 70%. So these are definite challenges that we're going to be making as we go into our first game to open the season against the Boston Celtics. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Let's meet the starters for the Boston Celtics. At the power forward position, 6'7", number 26, Xavier Tillman Sr. At center, number 88. Number 11, Peyton Pritchard. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. Starting at the other forward position, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. The Boston Celtics head coach is Joe Mazzulla. Once again, the Boston Celtics.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the 5. And for the Celtics, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Xavier Tillman is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Queta in at center, locking down the middle. Feels like just yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals, Doris. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
Outside Maxey. George passes to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Embiid. Fires it. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's White. Kick out to Brown. Now here's Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Tillman. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Here's Edgecombe. Screen by Embiid. Out to Oubre. Here's the 3. And Embiid throws it down.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Celtics. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Now here's White. On the take. Back to Tillman. Clock is at 3. Releases. Pritchard, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an are changing shots without making contact.
George's shot is off. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Here's George. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Brown with it. George defending. And the basket by Brown.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Maxey. Off target from three-point range. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. White for three. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Right side Maxey. George finds Oubre. And there's a 3-second violation. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. 5th best, Boston.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Now White. No made baskets yet. To the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team. And what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Boston pulls it in. Left side, Brown. The open shot, White. It's rebounded by George.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Oubre, a screen on Brown. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Man, after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Brown. The three is up. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Maxey against Pritchard. Embiid, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Maxey. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Left side, Brown. Pass to Tillman. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2, Xavier Tillman.
No good on that one.
We got this.
He does not get the second one. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, a player almost a decade younger. Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now here's Pritchard. No points yet. 4 on the clock. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Maxey surveying the D. Lays it up and banks it in.
I tell you clearly, this guy has found his rhythm. He's attacking with confidence early.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Boucher's checked in for Queta. Minot comes in for Tillman. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Brown. Pass to Simons. They still need this. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards, a pass to Watford. Hauser grabs the board.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Fade away. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, you got to get to that in-between game sometimes. Chris Boucher getting to that mid-range jumper.
McCain with it. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. McCain against Simons. Brown looking around. And Brown with the stuff.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Outside Grimes. 3-pointer. They get the rebound. Embiid. No good.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Now here's Hauser, guarded by Edwards. Simons outside. 6 to shoot. And he makes it on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 2.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Pass to Embiid. Back to McCain. Philadelphia moving it around. And here's Grimes. No good on the 3.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Here's Simons. Here's Brown. Watford covering. Oh! Incredible!
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Shireman's checked in for Boston.
Celtics Entertainment.
'76ers trail by 4. And here's McCain. Yet to see a basket. They need this. And the layup is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Pass to Shireman. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Philadelphia shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. McCain with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Now Watford puts it up. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JV always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys?
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's McCain. And they pick up 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Boston leading by 5. Simons outside. And the basket is good. Simons got 7. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McCain against Simons. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Grimes. From deep. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Well, they specifically want Grimes to be in positions to catch and shoot, and you see why right there.
Here's Simons. He has 7. And it's blocked by Edwards. And so the first quarter is in the books. Boston out in front. They're up by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Sam Hauser. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. McCain shot is off. Celtics lead by 4. Right side White. Pass to Hauser. Top of the key. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, developed himself into a threat to score. Simons has made major progress.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Now here's Simons. He's got 9. The 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Pass to McCain. Drummond, the screen on White. And the foul on Jared McCain. That's his first foul.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
The Celtics making a switch here. Garza is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Edwards is checked in. With the step back. Outside for Boucher. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 76ers trail by 9. Outside Maxey. Takes it inside. And he comes up with a bucket. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Simons, a screen on McCain. Pass to Garza. Takes the 3. Drains the triple. And the Celtics lead by 10.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Simons against Maxey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Chris Boucher. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night now.
Celtics foul, Chris Boucher. First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 7. Outside McCain. They set the screen from downtown. Second shot opportunity. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Simons. Now here's White. Still without a bucket. Pass to Garza. And here's Simons. Boucher a screen on Edwards. And here's Simons outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now McCain. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Celtics. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Garza. Count that one. Garza's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. And it's Walker in for McCain. '76ers trail by 11. Now Maxey. He has 7. Pass to Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. With the putback, it's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Well, that's about positioning and length and athleticism. Boucher doing the job on the offensive rebounding end.
Boston pulls it in. Boucher's got 6 rebounds in the game. White with it. Grimes covering. White looking it over. Pass to Simons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
And he makes the first. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Embiid can't hit.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Philadelphia moving it around. Embiid inside. To end the run. Garza grabs the board.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Embiid. Embiid missing again.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
White, the pass to Garza. And there's the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 17-point game. Screen by Embiid. Uses uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Now here's Simons. The D's right on him. Garza. Three-pointer, no good. 76ers trail by 15. Back to Grimes. Pass to Maxey. Three-pointer. Here's Embiid. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Now Brown. Garza passes to White. Sinks it from distance. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Embiid misses.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And here's Brown for three. It's hauled in by the Sixers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Walker, a screen on Pritchard. Maxey passes to Grimes. The three. It's hauled in by White.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
On the wing, Simons. Covered by Grimes. Back to White. Pass to Simons. For three. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Maxey. And he makes no mistakes. Slam dunk.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
Celtics lead by 14. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Boston. Cadiz checked in for Garza. Tillman comes in for Simons. And it's Hauser in for Derek White. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Paul George, he's checked in for Walker. Oubre comes in for Edwards. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. .157 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Queta. Back to Tillman. Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward Jaylen Brown who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Oubre on the wing. We've got 1:23 left in the second quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. For three, Lowry. Boston pulls it in. Now Brown. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Oubre. 76ers trail by 16. Lowry with it. Guarded by Hauser. Picked by Oubre. It's George with the drive. And George with the jam.
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
Boston's shooting just around 47% in the second quarter. Outside, Brown. To the middle. Here's Tillman. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tillman's got his second bucket of the night.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Edgecombe, no good. Celtics lead by 16. Outside, Brown. can't connect from short range. And so it's Boston in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league. And obviously no player wants to find himself on this list.
Yeah, but it's inevitable. Over the course of a long season, there are going to be injuries.
Yeah, you learn a lot about your team character when they're short-handed.
Short-handed, kind of like this bit right here. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's George in at small forward. It's Brown on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work. Back to you.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And grant the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And the first one at the line is good.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. About a minute played here in the second half. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
White finds Pritchard. White with a screen on Maxey. Here's Brown. 5 to shoot. Here's Tillman. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
The 76ers trail by 16. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that. that finish. That is nicely done.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Now here's Brown. Give him 8 points now. Pritchard, no good. Right side, Oubre. Pass to Edgecombe. Boston pulls it in. Outside White. Tries the spin move. Now here's Pritchard. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Pritchard. White's got 6.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
And it's Maxey missing.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Tillman. Pritchard from outside. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Joel Embiid with the board. 76ers trail by 17. Oubre passes to Maxey. Launches it. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
Pritchard against Maxey. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Back to Tillman. Nice ball movement by Boston. White with a screen on George. From deep. Brown, no good.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
The kick out to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Pass to Edgecombe. The 3 ball. That shot off. Nice D from Brown. Boston leading by 14. Right side Pritchard. Kick out to Brown. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. White can't hit. 76ers trail by 14. Embiid, a screen on Pritchard. The kick out to Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Now George, defended by Brown. Goes up from the top of the key and all around the rim that time before dropping. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Tries to break his ice, and the jam by Brown.
This guy's so dangerous on the drive, and if Brown has an opportunity to finish strong, there's going to be no doubt.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Put your hands together.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 14. It's good. Maxey's got 18.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed going downhill.
Now here's Pritchard. No points so far. Outside, Brown. They set the pick. Inside. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. 76ers trail by 14. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And so it's Boston with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Tillman, and here's Brown. Shoots over George. It's hauled in by Oubre. Oubre's got 5 rebounds in the game. Maxey with it. Give him 20. And he slams it in one-handed.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Brown passes to Tillman. Pritchard from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here is Maxey. He's got 22. It's George on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Shoots over Brown. Misses off the left iron. Boston leading by 10. Again, the miss by Boston.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And what a slash by Maxey. I mean, so good at forcing the defense's hand.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Boucher's checked in for Queta. Minot comes in for Tillman. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Simon is subbed in for Pritchard. Pass to Minot. Back to Hauser. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Hauser's got his first bucket in this one. 76ers trail by 11. Maxey passes to Grimes. Screen by Embiid. Down low. Knocked loose. Boucher with it. Grimes covering. Hauser outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boucher on the screen. Simons deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Boucher, covered by Grimes. And Boucher, the bucket on the assist by Brown. Boucher's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here's Maxey. And that one is stuffed right through.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Here's Simons. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And no good. Outside Grimes. Pass to Maxey. It's McCain on the wing. Brown with the steal. And here's Simons. Covered by Grimes. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
With the ball on a string, Simons has great short area quickness.
Maxey passes to Watford. Excellent D there from Hauser. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They led by as many as 18. Here's Simons. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
Maxey. And he converts the layup. Maxey's got 16 in the second half.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. Edwards comes in for Maxey. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Celtics in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
A minute 6 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Simons outside. Hauser outside. Out left to the wing. Simons outside. Clock at 6. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Showing the bounce. Simon says dunk.
Outside McCain. Drummond, the screen on Simons. The offensive rebound. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Simons. Covered by McCain. And he jams it home with authority.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Back to McCain. Pass to Edwards. Left side McCain. Simons with a steal. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Sam Hauser, Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Garza in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. And the shot goes. Maxi's got 29.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Outside White. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Maxey on the wing. Outside Grimes. Drummond. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, few players as consistently good on the offensive glass as Andre Drummond. A lot of those rebounds turn into points.
McCain against White. Outside for Boucher. Pass to Simons. It's not going to go for him. 76ers trail by 12. Maxey passes to Drummond. Back to Maxey. And he makes it. Maxey's got 31 points.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
There's Simons with a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Edwards a screen on Simons. And Maxey, here we go. The lead now in single digits. 33 points for him.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Brown, he's checked in for Garza. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Walker comes in for McCain. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Simon's shot is good.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
The kick out to Walker. Pass to Grimes. Ball stolen. Here's White. White coming through.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Here's Maxey. He's off on the layup. Celtics lead by 12. Here's Hauser. Fires from deep. He Can't get it to go. Here's Maxey. Drops in the layup for two. Maxey's got 35 in the game.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And stolen by Edwards. It's Grimes on the wing. Back to Edwards. Pass to Walker. For three, Maxey drills it from deep. Maxey's got 38 points.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
For Boston, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Simons. Here's Hauser. No good from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Maxey. Simons with a rebound. And it's Simons with the ball for the Celtics. They led by as many as 18 and finished off by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Simons against Maxey. Walker, a screen on Simons. Here's Maxey. And it's good for 2. Maxey's got 40 points.
With the game on the line, he's been nothing short of clutch. 6 of 8 coming down the stretch.
Here's Simons. Rebound by Philadelphia. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Maxey. Inside. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Here's White. Stripped it away. In transition. Edwards against Brown. Embiid, a screen on Brown. Here's Edwards. There's the 3. Grimes' shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Simons up top. Maxey covering. Pass to White. Just 5 on the clock. Hauser left side. Let's go with a 3. The kick out to White from outside the arc. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Boy, the halftime break, I don't know what they gave him to drink back there, but he is pouring it on right now.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
And Boston with some changes. Tatus checked in for Boucher. Tillman comes in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons. Philadelphia also making some changes. Oubre, he's checked in for Walker. George comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. It's George on the wing. Embiid, a screen on Brown. George passes to Embiid, shoots over Brown, and there's Embiid. That one's good, and the assist by George.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
White with a screen on George. Outside, Brown. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to Edgecombe, puts up a 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out to the right wing. Outside White. Lets it go from deep. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Edgecombe. Back to George. And stolen by Brown. To the paint. Pritchard gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Oh, how Jaylen Brown's facilitation skills advance the older he gets. Nice pass.
Here's Maxey. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Now here's Brown. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Outside George. Outside Oubre. George outside. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Celtics lead by 7. Here's White. Outside Brown. Now White puts up the tray. A 3-ball from the corner. Derek White.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
George with it. He's against Tillman. Yes, it's good.
Boy, a little bit of separation inside and taking advantage is Paul George.
Brown against George. White. Money from 3.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Now here's Embiid. Oh, the stuff.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fellas.
1:33 left in the fourth. Jaylen Brown buries it from outside.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Jacks up a 3. Shot's no good. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Celtics.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Anthony Simons.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Boston foul. Jaylen Brown. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the 76ers, Paul George. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. So it comes up empty at the line. Here's Simons. So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Simons.
I mean, I lost this game, but am I like really upset at how I lost the game? Probably not. I mean, let this Simons guy get 24 points in 24 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely my fault. Sixers, we had Maxey at 42, Paul George with 14, Embiid had 10. So I just mainly blame my shooting and my choices. So until next time, this is David B69, and I am out.